Mini recap. Oh God, Lord, I'm not sure if I can. I feel like I can think far that, think back that far. Siege the titty. Siege the titty. Siege the titty of Semperance. God, I've turned into a gibbering wreck already. I do apologise. Dragon acid. Is that it? So we need more dragons. Right, so we've got Slut Summoner here. We've got a Sundancer that came in exceedingly useful with the red dragon, I want to say. That was in that ruin. Ah, Undead territory. Excellent. We've got a Theurgist and a Marauder. So top tier units. Slut Summoner's going well. He's up to level 17. I can't remember if we're getting level perks anymore now. I think that might be a thing that stopped. Has it? I can't remember. We will find out. Oh yes, we've got giants. Where is he? We've got Dimeric with an Archdruidess, Forge Guardian, and another Forge Guardian. Fermbrus and Udulom. Watch over his white dragoons. The dragoons sound better. Let's face it. Anyway, let's tidy this up with the Dank Lady. It's so simple. I probably need to get rid of that rod, actually. Do we have any more rod planters? That's the question. Now, sir, who wants to be a rod planter? Veril, I've just seen your name, so you're going down as a rod planter. I will try to increase your life expectancy beyond what is normally expected of a rod planter. I'm calling it Veril, because we're on first name terms here, we're all friends. It sounds funny. It's like the way you say spooders. It's adorable. And there's nothing wrong with that. Right, so we've got a couple of undead units still. Oh yeah, white. That's why that city is still standing. So we're investigating undead lands. Am I checking stats and leaderships, am I? Of these guys. So Dimeric is at full capacity. Fermbrus, leadership of 1. As does Udulom. I'm not sure if you're expecting anything different there, mine. It's been a pleasure, Veril. Absolutely. You managed to remove a rod. So you've already exceeded my expectations. I wonder where Dank is. He's probably feeling his own tits, if I know Dank. I'm just going to have a very quick skim of the map. This is all done down here. We didn't kill any elves because we want them on our side, I think. Because we have that shield pendant. There's some sort of battle going on here with dwarves pouring out of it. Other than that, not a lot happening. We still control this city. And that's about... Oh, yes. Yes, this was a thing, wasn't it? Yes. Oh, it's a thing, alright. 2 Archliches. An initiate for lols, presumably. Oh, maybe had a shade there before. Shite. And we're going to have to deal with that at some point, otherwise it's going to have to go... going after Grizzlespit, presumably. That's okay, Veril. Things seem to be alright from my side. So apologies if it is buffering. Well, that wasn't very nice. I don't think he really needed to do that, given the fact that he's got 2 Archliches in a party. Been a bit of a long time since you played Disciples. Oh, did you get the email back from me mine. I reviewed some of the text in the custom saga you did. Not all of it, because obviously you don't want to spoil the surprise. So I thought I'd just review the kind of like the prologue and I think the epilogue and the quest objective text or something like that. So I reviewed all that for you. Did a few changes. But I'm kind of intending on doing streaming that custom saga you very kindly put together after this, maybe after this saga, or maybe after I've done this and then Fire Emblem. Get those two out the way. So yes, it's very much on the radar. Don't worry about that. Oh, good lord. Yes. Time for some dank sprinting. You lost steam. One moment before finishing the Elves campaign. I've got a really bad habit of doing that, Chris. Actually, I remember way back when I was playing Final Fantasy VIII on the PC, and I managed to get to the final boss, lost, and I thought, well, I don't really want to continue now. I've got this strange problem with finishing games. I can't let go. I feel a kind of emptiness and sadness after I've finished a game. Oh, well, I wanted to go on forever. Well, sometimes. That feeling doesn't happen quite as much now. I'm more thankful for actually getting the game finished. Anyway, let's focus. I'm probably going to ignore these ones and go straight for whatever we need to do down here. For some reason, all your files throws WinRAR files. Win.rar files. That sounds a bit strange. If something's got in there and changed some of your files, mine. That sounds a little bit like the action of ransomware. To be frank, I don't want to scare you or anything. That's true. You don't want to stop. You just want to enjoy yourself. You just want to keep on going. And I don't think it's any. I don't think it's weird to say that you kind of grow attached to the characters that you meet throughout your little adventures. Maybe I'm overanalyzing it too much. For instance, I very recently finished XCOM 2, and I don't think it's any stretch of the imagination to say that I was very partial to some of my final squad members. They were fabulous. They got me through some tough times. Is that all we're doing? Veril, your life expectancy has been adjusted accordingly. I'm sorry. Even if they are fictional, this is true. But yeah, it's a story that you go along with. You make the story. You join them in the story. It's going to be sad to leave behind your ass-kicking totally OP Dryad. Yes. I think some of the more interesting parts of Disciples are when you just start out. In some of the early missions, when they're underpowered. I think those are the moments where you think it was much more of a challenge. You had to be very creative in terms of how you get around certain challenges. It does become a little bit of a face roll after a bit, sadly. But not this one. Not this challenge. We're probably just going to keep Dank on the run. I'm not relishing the thought of attacking Master Thugs, though. I'm not that desperate for experience, I'm sorry. It doesn't really leave anything else, though, because if anything else was fairly straightforward, I think it would have probably already taken it down with Slot Summoner to begin with. I guess I can clean up these spearmen, otherwise they're going to be annoying. Well, I'm going to save your sorry ass. Perhaps, Veril, you could summon a whore or a slag. Maybe not a slut, though. No, you're not quite to that level. Middle missions are... yeah, they're alright. I mean, the good thing about the middle missions are you're still developing your main character and main party, which I think is still quite good. And for the first playthrough, oh shit, don't want to go there. You're still getting used to the new units, because by the middle of the game, you've maybe seen a couple of top tier units, but you've certainly not seen all of them. So you've got the opportunity to have a look at some other alternative upgrade branches, for want of a better term. So that's not so bad. But then again, I'm applying this to a first playthrough type scenario where everything is new and fantastic. I sometimes wish there was some sort of brain memory type wiping technology where you could just wipe your memory and then just try it all again and just experience everything new again. But then again, you'd just be doing the same thing over and over again. That would be a bit of a sad existence. Well, this is obviously not going to go very well, but we shall see. How much damage does the Black Dragon actually do? That's 125. That would be death for a lot of our units. Oh, well done, mine. How did you find it? Middle missions feel too much like a grinding fest. There's an element of truth to that, yes. Especially when the game kind of... it almost encourages you to grind, to obviously get the extra levels for your main character, etc, etc. Death Dragoon indeed. I don't know how we're going to deal with this. We certainly don't have the power there. Let's just wander around aimlessly until a solution is provided to us. Well, there's not much that you guys can do, so you might as well head on back. Your challenge, that was to destroy... Was it just to destroy a capital or all capitals? Mine. I'll give it a go. Do the elves have some useful 5th level spells? Ah, you're not acquainted with them, Chris. Let's have a quick look. I think we managed to summon 1 or 2 of them last time, but we'll have a look again. There's the Verdant, which is a level 4 summon. That might be useful in order to get rid of the Death Dragon. It's a possibility. Avast wants me to upgrade my level of protection. It can go fuck itself, because it's just disturbed my disciples' time, so F you, Avast, if you're watching. Wrath of the Glades inflicts 125 points of earth damage, which is, again, not bad. Maybe not mana efficient. Sinkhole destroys a target rod, which is quite possibly one of the most powerful elven spells. And Create Forest, which is meh. As you can see, just creates a large tree block. Fairly useless because it doesn't really do anything against flying leaders. Possibly the summon is something to investigate further. We need some death mana to do that though. I'm sure there's some floating around in this area, but it's actually getting our hands on it, which would be the problem. Right, we're not doing anything here then. Could recruit some more characters, but not with this walking mountain of death prowling the lands. It sounds pretty lame for the 5th level. Apart from, yeah, I mean the only one that really scales is the damage one. The summon is not so bad. There are better level 4 summon spells, I believe. I think, personally, I prefer the level 4 Empire one, the Golem. I feel like they could have done more with the idea of creating a forest. True. I mean, that is by far and wide possibly the worst spell, the worst level 5 spell that I've seen. Paying that much mana for destroying a rod. Yeah, true. Crippling the mountain clans by using the forest spells. Yeah, I mean it's fairly bespoke just for the mountain clans, really, with complete and utter lack of flying units. And I was going to say the undead to a certain extent, but it's the warrior leader that flies, is he not? That is true, Errol. I think it's level 1 and level 2 spells, but the mana cost is, as far as I can remember, lower for a level 1 or level 2. It's something like 50 mana, I believe, isn't it? Could be wrong. So what you're trying to say is I'm going to have to at some point defeat this black dragon. And are you kidding me? Let's try and get some sort of respite in this city. You just keep defending. An actual battle. Yes, that's right. And then the missing begins. Oh yes. That's what you came here for. Non-stop misses. 24/7. The Mountain Clan's water spell, yes. No penalty for crossing over water. Seafaring, isn't it? I think that's the name of it. And even that only costs about 100 mana instead of 200 for a level 2 spell, which is fantastic. One of the best, if not the best thing about the Dwarven spell library. There we go. That's another level up for our Theurgist. Lovely. So we've taken the city of Edras. I'm quite surprised that the undead hadn't already taken that city. Presumably they were rather happy with the garrison of that giant red spider. It's a giant black spider. That was the wrong one. He was supposed to do that because he does 45 damage. We were hoping that I would take out all the capitals, starting with the mountain clans. Alright. If I'm doing that, I'm definitely making a YouTube clip about it. And I want millions of views on it, thank you very much. If I'm going to take out a capital with an Elven Rod Planter and only 3 troops, then I want a bit of recognition for it at least.
Let's get this over with.
Can we do anything else with Veril? I guess we could steal this rod. Also, does anyone remember if we have a magic tower? Is it a magic tower where you can buy spells from other races? Hanging about. Because a Death Ward spell would be fantastic. It's not looking likely. In which case, I'm all ears in terms of how to deal with this bloody black dragon. Because we're going to need nothing short of a miracle. don't know what we're doing with dwarves. I guess we just kind of shuffle them around a bit. I guess we could use them as fodder to weaken the dragon. They are quite high level, yes. Yeah, why not? I'll send them round this way though, otherwise the undead might interfere. It's like the game has given these very tough one target units to us on purpose. You conquered 7 to 8 capitals and you run through the Elven Saga. Wow. The stingers are fairly good, yes. Does it still do the thing where if you defeat a capital it just automatically wins the mission for you? Or how's that changed? What else happening here? Oh, that was the original disciples. Oh, I get confused, you see. Although all units go berserk. Ah, so they're kind of like treated as neutral units and they just attack the nearest possible unit. Huh, that's quite interesting actually. It's a more interesting way of them the units just disappearing together with the faction. Alright. Or should I say, alrighty. Let's use these sacrificial pawns to advance our own morbid plans. Like peas when they lose their queen. That's one way of saying it. It's a little bit harsh, but I get where you're coming from there. So I think this is probably going to be a thing. This guy's doing 176 damage with huge amounts of HP, so he should be able to take a fair few swings at the dragon. This guy's doing 117, again maybe 1 or 2 swings, and these guys should all last 1 round of damage from the dragon. So I'm thinking let's go for it. Yata Harley went berserk, ran into the woods and got raped by orc champions. That's how I want to go. And those stupid clansmen blame me for the yeah. Self-preservation is not really that high on the dwarves' priority list, because let's face it, they are dwarves at the end of the day. There's not that many people that like them. Veteran continues to take damage. That is fine. I might have to swap them out with Grizzlespit in that city at some point. Where did that fairly powerful squad go? Oh, there they are. Oh, we've lost our spy. That is not good. You like dwarves? If you like dwarves, why do you want me to take down the capital first of all? Or was that sarcasm? Should the like be in inverted commas? You like dwarves for target practice, is that it? Not weakened enough for me to even consider going after them. Slutsummer could stay there. We might need him to just finish off that situation. 10% armor spells. Alright, I'll give you that one. You like dwarves in general? No, you don't. Slow. Very few movement points. They've got a couple of good spells. I'll give them that much. But even then, you can buy them from a vendor anyway. So I'm not giving them that much.
I am here. Oh, that's
Can you make it there? Oh, you can. Can you make it there? He can as well. Right, he can't. So let's get everyone in position. 10% armor spells is often a difference between attacking capitals and not. It's just so cheap as well. It's fantastic. 100 mana. And they've got a lot of nice buffing spells. So who's going in first? Rock Giant, you will need some hasting. So let's do this. Don't kill the giants. Let them run. What giants? I'm gonna need the giants to get this to kill this. What's it? Dragon down. I do quite like the. Oh, I see. You let the giants run once they've done some damage. Yes, I agree. I quite like the warding spells from the Empire. Hugely powerful. Very situational, of course, but potentially that's a bit of a lifesaver as well. Alright, let's see what we can do. You can probably take maybe 2 or 3 more attacks like that. Let's just, should we say 1? Oh, that's a miss. Miss confirmed. And it wasn't us missing. That's the main thing. Right, run now. Splendid. He gets 1 XP. 1 XP. Love it. Denied. Let's have another go. Maybe we can get 2 attacks off. It might just be 1 by the looks of it, though. How much damage is he doing? 125. Yeah, let's run. How much initiative does he have? 40. I think we can sneak in with lots of mana and tidy this up and grab us a nice big wedge of XP. I'm back, yes! Hello Doom, you alright? I'm going to warn you, I've eaten quite a lot of mashed potato before I started streaming, so if I seem a little bit lethargic and bumbling, it's probably that. It was quite a lot of mashed potato, hence potato percentage. Can we win disciples full of potato? Just do it. You're getting quite demanding, mine. I quite like it. I'm going to need the Talisman of Strength. We've been 2 lots of 70. She will not survive an attack from the dragon. So if we miss, it's brown trousers time, I think, but only for her. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna risk it. 70. Why does this game do it to me? Seriously. I need you to do 73, my good sir. If that's possible, then that would be great. Oh, Theogist is on the. Oh, I forgot he had 45 initiative. Well, there we go. 902 XP. That's a level up for the Marauder, up to 77 damage, and the Sundancer. Healing 56. Oh, I can't deal with this. Not when I'm full of baked potato. But mashed potato. That's it. And we got some acidic slime, residue from the den of a black dragon. Collect a small amount of the slime in those pools. The dwarf said he could use it. Be careful, it will burn you. Thanks. Health and safety for the win. Where have I been? I explained a little bit earlier, Doom, that I had quite a lot of time off over Christmas. And I'm afraid I got a little bit too stuck in the old Christmas mood. And I think I had my body went into shock when I actually had to go back to work. And I got a cold and all sorts of excuses like that. But in a nutshell, I just had to basically pull myself together and sort myself out. Which I'd like to think I have done. So all is well. Plus I got a little bit addicted to XCOM 2. So that's out my system now, hopefully. Which is a fantastic game. If anyone likes a bit of grand strategy, definitely have a look at XCOM 2. I believe you can pick it up for something like $11 or $12 or pounds, can't quite remember, in the Humble Bundle. Not Humble Bundle, the Humble Monthly thing. Oh, I don't know what the name of it is. Yes, definitely pick that up. I do feel better now, thank you, Doom. Cecil, how do we pick it up? That's not my problem. This is, this isn't the problem of middle management. We just use the giant's beard. Everyone knows that nothing can dissolve a giant's beard. It's completely invulnerable. It has all the wards. You can run off, actually. No, I mean the newest XCOM. It's XCOM 2. Yes.
Let's get this over with.
The Humble Monthly thing. You can pick it up in that. That's one of the reveal reveal one game, don't they? And XCOM 2 is the one that they revealed. So you definitely get XCOM 2 for the equivalent of like $11 or $12 or pounds. I can't quite remember. XCOM 2 is the newest one, sorry, yes. And it's bloody brilliant. And Long War 2 is out now as well, so I've not even delved into that. I'm on cooldown with XCOM 2 at the moment. I'm going to set Long War 2 up, but yeah, I need a bit of a rest just for now. Right, what are we doing now? We need to blow up the wall. This is a thing. So that one didn't go too badly, and we retained all of our giants. How much damage is that? Is that like 75 damage or something? Can't quite remember. Oh, are they going after that city that we've just taken? Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, there's quite a lot of experience right there. If black spiders are just going to spawn every couple of turns, that's quite nice. Is it with the 2 expansions? Huh. Shen's last gift is good. You get a really good mission with it. And a new unit type. And if the Monster Hunters one is the one that I'm thinking of, then it's fantastic. It's very, very good. And you hear from an old friend from the original XCOM, Enemy Unknown. I'm not going to say any more because of Spumblers.
I am here.
But for now... Oh, it's not the really powerful one. Where is he? You there? Oh, he's off radar. Oh, there he is. That's fine. He's more than welcome just to fanny around there. That's no problem at all. Right, let's get rid of this dude. Might even go for an instant resolve. Is that cheeky or not? No, it's not. It's fine. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And then let's just stick Dimeric in this city. and then that should ward away the spiders. I'll try to hold on to the giants. I don't know if the spider is going to scupper those plans, but we'll see. Yeah, that's the one doom. When you say super special, think more along the lines of harder than the last boss. At least in my opinion. Which is a bit strange. But fantastic rewards to be had. Very, very interesting fights though. Really enjoyed it. Right, let's grab this. Verily is still alive? Still alive, I'm so impressed. You're probably one spell away from oblivion, but by jingo, you're still in there. You can run off. I'm going to leave him there. Do we have to give the things to Grizzlespit? What's he saying? Dwarf may be able to use it, so I'm assuming we have to give these things to the dwarves. Let's just see what happens. Maybe we have to everyone convene at the wall. You play strategy games, time to take everything that belongs to me. Oh, Beryl. I'm so sorry. That was a bit of overkill. To be fair, you forced the demons to use up a lot of mana, so that's good. You're a big mana sink. Are you going after the giant? No. Oh, that's good. Yes, absolutely do. The first time that happened, I was like, what the fuck? Is this a scripted thing where you're supposed to lose or something? So I'm sorry, Veril, you did die. You got, I think you had 2 tier 3 or 4 spells hurled at you. It was ugly. It was really ugly. You're a wonderful sponge of pain. Yes. Yes, if you need any kind of recommendations, I'm happy to write you one. Soak up pain like a pro. Wood sponge again. Sponge out of 10. Right. I get the feeling we need to be stronger before doing what we need to do here. Especially with this absolute shitstorm happening here. But do we think that's going to be a thing? Are we going to be able to achieve that? What was in there? Unexplored. Did we not look in here? Oh, yeah, mine, you said that was a blue dragon. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. Titan? Really? A couple of damaged spearmen. Alright. I'm up for some of that. Age of Empires. Legendary game. I was happy to see that people are still running tournaments on Twitch for it. How about we take one shot at this guy, one shot at the Titan. I want to get rid of him. I don't want to spend all that damage on him. That should do it. Don't have to worry about the one at the back. And then we just have to grind down the Titan. Yeah, okay, no damage. Thank you. Oh, Empire Earth. What a game. That was fantastic. Didn't you go from like the Dark Ages right through to the future? I mean, it was like Age of Empires on steroids, wasn't it? That's not your pancreas, Varel. I just dropped my pasty. I'm sorry. It was my sausage roll. 2 blue dragons. Sad times. Oh, I've already got Age of Empires, Doom. Don't you worry about that. It is, Chris. Yeah, it's surprisingly stood up to the aging process, or just defied it outright. I might use him to take care of this spider. Let's have some hot dwarven action. In fact, no, I'm not. I'm just going to instantly resolve it. I'm sorry. Strange how those guys didn't get any experience. Oh, they seem to be capped for some reason. Oh well. They can guard that city. Why not? Where's the scary undead people? There they are. You can get some more experience. Stone Age to Future Age. I remember that being a thing. I remember one game all I did was build one type of each unit and then just research everything. Just to see how each individual unit changed. I was a sad child. Sad, sad child. That's all I did. Thought, right, yeah, seen everything now. Never played it again. No, I did really. Played some of the campaigns, they were really good. The World War campaigns were quite fun. I've never actually played Age of Mythology. I think I downloaded the free trial. Is it free trial or demo? Something like that. The technical term is a demo. And I think I played through one mission. I thought, it feels like I've done it all before. It has a really good campaign though. Interesting. Yep. I kinda guessed as much. It's whether we think we're ready to bring down the wall. That is the question. Has anyone ever played the game Cossacks? I've heard of it. Similar to Age of Empires. I haven't though. I have heard. Was it released at around about the same time? Can't quite remember. Also, was it Bizik talking recently about I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong anyway, but Etherlords or Etherlords. I was watching someone stream that the other day, and that looked quite fun. It looked a little bit like Pokemon meets Disciples. It was like grim. It looked really grim, but with people summoning little shits to attack things. That's my review of what happened. So that might be a thing. Might look into that. Who'll be the next target? The Slut Summoner is fully healed. What we got here? Can we kill the Shamaness before she attacks, do we think? Because if so, that's doable. Shamaness has 165 HP, I want to say. So I think we can kill her, but everyone has to hit. And that might be asking a bit too much from our forces, but I'll try anyway. Yep, 165. Let's give this a try. I mean, even if she does survive, her fear ability is quite low in terms of its chances to hit. Yes, hits everyone apart from her. Of course it does. He's warded. Does anyone get fear? Oh, it's the healer. Right. Potentially evasive maneuvers. Do we have a lich? Could our lich help us in this situation? Or should we just get him to defend? I'm going to put a Lich out there. We can take an attack from this barbarian. I can't take the chance again. I'm going to have to kill her. And start whittling down these barbarian warriors, I think. I can't believe she was the only one to run. What do we think? If I get him to defend, then that should hopefully give us enough time to finish everyone off. Right, he's going to do 70, he's doing 56, so the trappers, fingers crossed, are dead, so we need to weaken these two. Then we should be able to clean up. It's a lot of damage. Nice. $426 XP. It's more than I was expecting. Could have done with a level up just so he got a full heal, but what can you do? I'm going to use a healing ointment though. Oh, the Lich Talisman has crumbled to dust in his hand. That's sad. Never mind. It served its purpose anyway. That was a fairly good talisman to have. Give me a sec, I've just got to catch up with chat. Oh right, so it's a little bit like Age of Empires but with the whole Total War thing going on. Cossacks making massive armies. I do have 100 more followers, yes. That's the thing, I don't know how that happened. Can we have Rule 101 jokes? I'm unaware of Rule 101 jokes, I'll be honest. I wasn't too sure that was a thing. After the increased unit limits in Age of Empires 2, you can command a pretty huge force there. Uh-huh. We've got another 2k, wow.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Rip Talisman, indeed. Do we keep going? Probably pushing our luck with that one. We could give this a try. Another Shamaness. Can we do some damage in advance though? 75 points of air damage is not bad. That probably gives us the leeway to miss maybe once or twice. How much damage has she taken? 99 HP left. I think that's alright. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to make sure she's dead, because that really scuppered us last time when the Sundancer decided to leg it. Rule 101 of life. Chuck Norris is the only human. I don't get it. What's so good about Chuck Norris? Is it because he's... I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get a lot of memes. I don't know what it is about my mind. I know that I'm just thick or something. You don't say Chuck Norris jokes are still around. I think they'll be around as long as the internet exists, won't it? People treat him as a god. I mean, Walker Texas Ranger was good, but godly good? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it was mediocre. I mean, he's a handsome man if you like that kind of thing. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm quite happy to admit that much. I don't get the whole Harambe thing as well. What's all that about? It's just a rather tragic thing that happened. I mean, I like a laugh as much as the next person, but some of it just seems a bit odd. Well, each to their own. As long as you're not hurting anyone, that's the main thing. That's absolutely fine. Quite happy for you to have your memes. I'm just very much left out the loop sometimes, it feels, which is fine. I have a little bit of a warped sense of humour, and sometimes these more traditional things just fly over my head. Where is Scary Army? There you are. Okay. It was so... I don't know. It's just the internet, isn't it? It's just the internet. That's literally there. It's just it's a catalyst, isn't it, for these things? The mother there said in a Facebook post, I heard dicks out for her son. Alright. Was she also the son's pimp? Perhaps?
Let's get this over with.
That's a fairly brutal way of doing business, but, you know, needs must, I suppose. Ooh, just trap us in a barbarian chieftain. That's nice. Oh, we could potentially take this city, actually. Not sure if the defense from the city is going to mean that we can't actually take down the Shamaness, though. I'm happy to go for these ones for now. Pardon me. It is pretty much the embodiment of the internet, isn't it? It's just sad that, you know, a large portion of it is kids with computers either whacking one off or just making jokes about dead gorillas and mindless pants like that. But like I say, as long as it's not really hurting anyone, I'm not really bothered. Did you see any of the 2016 Best of Jim Sterling? I've probably seen most of it, mine. I watch a lot of his stuff, as mindless as it might seem. I watch all of his Jimquisitions, put it that way. They're always a good laugh. Is there a Best of 2016? If there is, send it to me in a whisper, if you would, a private message, please. If you send it in chat, I sometimes forget that these things are there, and I'll miss them. If you send them in a whisper, then I'll make sure give it a look. See, is it done by someone else? I'm presuming. Absurd is the only word that comes to mind. Maybe not absurd, just the bizarre. I just don't get it. I do sometimes I genuinely feel like I'm missing out because I just think, what's the big deal? Then again, I think like that about a lot of things. People just making a mountain out of a molehill, like I'm doing now. Do you think we can do this, Shamaness? I could potentially use the Talisman of Strength. There's not a lot else we can use. What's this? Orb of Strength. We can't use orbs, unfortunately. Well, I'm not really going to attack it just for the sake of having the city, because we have all the resources on this little land mass anyway, so maybe you'll forego it. Not really up to fighting a load of spirit wolves. Ditto there.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
How will you shut up? Could potentially do 2 lots of gust. Yeah, let's do that. what do I think? What do I think of him in terms of Jim? I find myself agreeing with him more and more these days, to be honest, in terms of all the bullshit that developers pull. Whether or not said developers are actually listening to him is another thing. You would think not, because they're still pulling the same old shit. But I'm really glad that there's someone like him there calling them out on all of this bullshit. Because someone's got to. To be fair, if it wasn't him, it would probably be someone else. I'm sure there's plenty of other people that do it, but not with the panache that Jim has. And he's a fellow Brit, so he gets a fond place in my heart. I remember reading some paper on Harambe. What do you mean by paper? Some sort of research paper? Good evening, Keck. How are you? Thank you for joining the stream. Lovely to have you. According to it, meme became popular because it expressed both the right wing and the left wing point of view on many social and political issues. Can we really apply social issues to memes? Are they really going to do that? Is that a thing that's happening now? I'm not quite sure I see the connection. I can't imagine memes are created with any kind of political agenda or anything like that in mind. Listen to Jim Sterling, and also thank God for Jim fucking Sterling's son. Oh, the whole digital homicide debacle. That was legendary. Kind of almost got to the point where you think, is Jim actually making this shit up? Because you wouldn't think people would act like this normally, would you? But my God, they obviously do. People think it's okay to make a lot of fake accounts to promote your own game and give it good reviews. But yeah. You think I'm the only one who plays this game? It's quite possible. You're in, if that's the case, you're in good company, because we've got quite a few viewers at the moment who do play this game. I may be the only one who plays this game on stream in English at the moment. I'm hoping that will change. I'm hoping I'm sparking a trend. I see a few other people playing this kek, but they do tend to play it in Russian. Maybe that is alright with you. If so, there's a way of following the actual game. Instead of following a streamer, you can follow a game, and then it will tell you if anyone's streaming the game. So that might be more up your alley, if you know what I mean. Anyway, what were we doing? How far are we away from level ups? Not far at all, First Slot Summoner. Everyone else needs quite a bit. Are we just going to go for it? Is it going to be a thing? You could do. Let me just save. Slimy Sluts S, because we have the dragon slime. I'm not going to say what we had to do to get that slime. Let's just say it involved a blow-up version of a dragon and a turkey baster. Anywho, now that that whole ordeal is behind us, let's bring forth Grizzlespit. Where's the scary army? There they are, great. We need to reunite Grizzlespit and Slut Summoner for a loving embrace, covered in slime. Well, he can get there instantly, so we might as well try and find someone else to sharpen our blades upon. That might be alright, actually. A couple of Trolls Orc champions. Slut Summoner can take all that damage. Plus a Goblin Elder. I think we can kill the Goblin Elder. in one turn, but do we have to? Because his attack is fire based. Needless to say, I think we're okay. You're recently thinking of posting some of your Disciples 2 adventures with English commentary? Please do so. I'd be thrilled to see it. I think more people should stream and record Disciples 2 personally. I wouldn't mind at all, Chris. No. Human stupidity has no limits. You would think so, yes. Planning to stream, need a better laptop, more free time. Good, 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 good. All good to see. Oh, you're German. Excellent. Not excellent because you're German, but excellent to see that Disciples had reached a wider community other than Polish and Russian. Oh ja, guten Abend. Das ist gut. Right, what are we doing? Let us, yeah, you can stay defending. Maybe forego the whole Goblin Elder thing, because as soon as we get one tick with the Sundancer, then we're warded permanently. So who's going to do the most damage? Let's just start with the one that is doing the most single target damage, I say. Okay, he was warded, that's good. I don't know where he gets he's got all his wards from, but there's something funny happening there. No idea. So this might be another no damage battle. Okay, he should go down with another hit from the dock there on the back line. I do like that attack. It's very Dragon Ball. I think we're good. Easier than I was expecting. I think I probably overanalyzed this fight. Can't help it. Let's get rid of you. Ja, willkommen. You'll be speaking English, and if we have Polish commenters, I'll reply in Polish. Yeah, absolutely. If you do that on your stream, mine, by all means, do what everyone else does. Just put brackets at the start of the stream and just say EN/POL. Excellent, 2 levels up there. So then people can know that the stream is both in English and Polish. Why not? We are fairly multilingual in this chat. Yeah. How is Germany at the moment? I heard it's a bit chaotic. Indeed. ICIC is also Polish. Is Bizik Polish? I can't quite remember. I'm already drowning in the sea of incomprehensible gibberish in this chat. Haha. Right, you guys are fine there. Everything else is fine. We're all good. So I say, let's do a bit more grinding with Slut Summoner. Wait until Grizzle's bit. Rears his ugly head. And then let's have a go at this wall, I say. Bizik is Polish. Oh yeah. Bizik means crazy in Polish, really? Is it? Are you just trolling me? The only thing I hear about Germany these days is the refugee kind of crisis, which has gone a bit mental. And that's all I'm saying on that matter. Because if I don't know enough about the subject, I tend to keep my mouth stum. Otherwise, you end up insulting someone or offending someone. And I don't mean to do that with my ignorance. Yeah, let's try and keep these guys at bay. I think it's nice getting a little bit of experience for Dan Clady as well. It's always good to keep a secondary army on the go. Kind of worried about Germany though. Germany will persevere. I have no doubt in my mind. It's withstood a lot worse. They'll be fine. If those Brits can withstand Brexit, then it's looking good for everyone else, put it that way. Who is next? Double Orc King. Can we do that? So in this one we'd have to kill the Goblin Elders almost instantly. Then the Goblin Elder, the other remaining Goblin Elder becomes useless. Then we just try and get rid of these guys. I'm gonna go crazy and give this a try. If it results in death, then so be it. How much damage do these do again? 115. So it's what? The troll is level 15 with 765 HP. Right, these guys are level 1. Alright, so the good news is that everything else is level 1. Holy moly. Let's just hope that we can just defend our way through this. So one of these Goblin Elders definitely has to die. Hopefully that's enough. Please, please, please hit. Oh, thank you. And shatters on the Goblin Orc Kings, which is good. Alright, have I just been fretting over nothing? Are we just going to smash this with no damage again? It could have been a different story if one of our shots had missed. Don't have to worry about the Goblin Elder. Let's just, I guess, try and kill the troll. I think maybe I'm underestimating our army. They can withstand quite a lot at the moment. Okay, we do need to take down some of this frontline damage at some point because we're not able to out-heal the damage which is incoming. Maybe I can take down one of these kings. I mean, they do have 0 armor now, so that's probably something I should do. To think that the Orc Kings are reduced to that, doing 20 damage and having 0 armor. Back to the Harambe thing. Alright. Let's get back to the Harambe thing. Oh. Thank you. Might have to do a little bit of cheesiness if we're going to get some further healing on Slut Summoner. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to kill this troll in time anyway. So it looks like it's probably going to work out fine. He's doing 39 damage. We're healing, what was it, 56 now? So yeah, no problem whatsoever. And that is... there's going to be a lot of experience. But how much? 590. Sorry, I thought it was 500 there. It is 590, isn't it? Fantastic. Slut Summoner is at max level. That's nice to see. Ooh, Marauder's due a level up. Lovely. Is Jim gay or bi, or is he messing with his fans? Not that it's important, but the first video I watched of him was with his long tongue weapon. I think this is something which is discussed quite a lot. I've certainly asked the question a number of times. I think he's just very... I don't know what the word is. Let's just say he's a slut, shall we? Can we say he's a slut? He's a fantastically brilliant slut. He would just do anything. Animal, mineral or vegetable. I think his sexuality is very fluid. I don't think he feels the need to comment on it because it's not something that probably requires comment on. Jim is Jim. Staff of Tree Calling. Summons a mighty ent. That's just a level 2 summon spell, isn't it?
This place not for you. This for worship. Gromdock.
Gromdock? Is that the name of their foul deity? Ceremony grounds. Interesting. I do like the little bit of dialogue you get from these things. According to what you read, by using the meme, right wing expressed their views about animal rights and their general disregard for it. Left wing, on the other hand, expressed their view on media hypocrisy and their disregard for it. Alright. It's probably intermingled with all the other memes, but I guess you could use memes in that method, but I think you could use memes for anything, conveying any type of message. How am I feeling about the last fight? I've no idea what we're up against, I'll be honest. I can't quite remember. It's going to be fun, isn't it? Let's face it. Slut in a good way, yes. Because you can have good sluts and bad sluts. I mean, all of our rod planters have been good sluts, of course. So everyone was happy and the meme grew every day. And everyone lived happily ever after. Oh, this is looking doable as well. We know we're absolutely fine with Orc Kings, so let's go for it and get a fingers crossed level up for our Marauder. I'm not even going to bother with any of these on the back line. I'm going to go straight for the Orcs, I think. Let's just reduce the initial damage. Or at least try to. Nice. That feeling when an area of effect damage actually hits everyone. It shall be, let's just say, interesting. I was given the information that it was the enemy's attack was fire-based, which is why we've got a Sun Dancer, I think. Or there is an enemy, a boss-type enemy, which has the attack type of fire. That and there was a dragon, so we ended up with a Sun Dancer. A red dragon, should I say. Still can't look at a gorilla without thinking of Harambe. I don't get it. This whole get your bananas out for Harambe palaver. Alright. Get your rods out for Slut Summoner. That's what I counter that with. Nice. These two are not far off either. I might do just a little bit more grinding just to get those two leveled up because I'm really scared of these guys down here. That's assuming they're going to attack us. I'm not entirely sure if they are or not. Let's get a little bit of thief support going. If you're making your game, I would like to give some way to say thank you to Jim. Do you think Jim could make a good Hubert Delaney type character? Okay. Is he going to go after them with that army? I'm not really bothered about the fact that they've taken that city, I'll be honest. That looks absolutely fine. Ogres are generally just a slower version of a troll, so we can take that damage, no problem. Nice. 84 damage from the Marauder now. Jamal, you cheeky lurker. Good to see you, alright? I'll not call you out too much, don't worry. Shh, Jamal's at work. Everyone be quiet, please. Speaking of a cheeky lurk at work, there's been an article doing the rounds in the UK, at least, saying that because of the smoking ban, people should be encouraged to masturbate at work. Of all things. And I'm thinking, since when did the human race come to this, where we actually had to have a wank at work in order to get through the day? What's all that about? Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. I mean, it's just messy, more than anything. And I don't know about you, but the likes of a toilet isn't exactly the most erotic of places to have a quick shufty. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. And I don't really want to go to the toilet knowing that someone else had, you know, spanked the bank in there. It's just, I mean, the people I work with, they wouldn't clean them up after themselves very much. They don't clean them up after themselves anyway. Every now and again, I'll find a puddle and a pube on the seat. It's not pleasant. They'll do. Let's go after them. Mario RPG was fantastic. That was one of the few games I actually had imported from America, because I had one of those SNES things where you had the cartridge that went in, and then it had two slots, so you put an English cartridge in and the American cartridge that you wanted to convert to NTSC. Is that the right acronym? I think maybe it is. And that was worth it. That was a good game. No, I don't bank at work. I'm far too busy. I go to work to actually work. I don't know about you, Morgan. We already have some people having sex during work. Seriously? That can't be right. I can imagine office romances and stuff like that, but not getting it on the photocopier or some madness like that. More glory holes. I can see an opening there. You'll pardon the pun. Every office should have its work experience person handing out the hand jobbies. Here in Poland, about some idiocy from the UK. Hooray! More idiocy from the UK. It's our greatest export. Why go to the toilet, just crack one out whilst having your lunch? You could prepare it by slipping a little sock over your little fella, and then you've already got a container. Or you could put a condom on before you go to work. It loses a little bit of the effect, but that's damn good for future planning. Anyway, we've got a couple more levels up. More importantly. We're all like, no, that's bullshit. Isn't that what everyone says about things from the UK? We have, if in response to your question it is, do you have those, is it glory holes? Yeah, we do have glory holes, yes. I should show it on Twitter. What? What am I showing on Twitter? My plan to have a quick spanking at work. I couldn't possibly comment. Anywho. Let's bring Grizzlespit down. He's in position. Sorry, there's some music coming from somewhere. Someone's being very loud nearby. I do apologise if that's coming through. Make work equals money, money equals power, home equals self-freedom. But it's the power. It's the power to have that self-satisfaction at any point throughout the day at work, presumably. Anywho. Union should demand to deploy a whore for every 10 male workers. What about the female workers? It's always the women that get forgotten about. I didn't give them the items. I kind of want to have Slut Summoner on alert, really, for when this wall goes down. Can you hear music? Bear with me a second, I'll just see if I can sort that out. Just a moment.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Sorry, and then I forgot to put the microphone back on. So anyway, what we were saying, well, sorry about the musical interlude. I'm sorry if you're also enjoying the musical interlude. I believe someone was having a rave nearby. If it happens, then if you like the music, then I'll just leave it on. That's no problem.
Don't make an old man stand around in
Anywho,
this weather.
let me just focus in on what's happening here. What happened? There was someone else in the house that was playing some music, and I put an end to it. But if you like the music, I can get them to continue. I don't mind. Anywho. It's those pesky whippersnappers outside, Blasky and Morgan, having a rave. You little bollocks. How are you, Blasky? Very good to see you. How was your stream, by the way? I saw you playing a rather seizure-inducing racing game. Or what seemed to be a racing game, but you weren't racing anyone, which looked marvellous. It's probably not the kind of game that I would play, but then again, I'm an old man. And I like my old traditional RPGs and all that. By the way, if anyone likes fast-paced games and Britishness, please do drop Blaskatronic a follow. He's a very, very good friend of mine, and he also streams, and he's just generally fabulous.
Doesn't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Turning off Twitch notifications like a noob. That's fine, I forgive you for now. Again. Oh, excuse me. Right, so we're doing a little bit of inventory swapping. All this rubbish can go to Slot Summoner. A Venerable Warrior Talisman. Ah, you can make use of such an item. Swap that out for the healing ointment. The High Father's Potion. Ooh. Could it be Slot Summoner hasn't quaffed said potion? I'm going to have to get some of that. That pushes his HP up to a maximum of 289. I'm getting very excited now. And then we bring our quest items over to Grizzle Shit, i.e. Ember Salts and Acidic Slime. And we should be ready to rock. So I'm going to save again under, where was it? Slimy Sluts S. Mine, are you actually making a game, or were you talking about the custom saga? The Disciples custom saga. Potions in the campaign sucks. Yeah, I noticed that as well, Chris. I mean, the number of times I've had to use a potion on a non-leader is a bit depressing. So, do we just have to move him around? Oh, there we go. That's what I needed. Bring me to the gate and at the Valley of Justice. I'll blow that thing right out of its hinges. That ought to do it. Oh, he's going through his usual. We've given one item at a time and he's thanking us for it. That ought to do it. Let's see just how sturdy this gate is. Everybody duck! That's the strangest bomb I've ever seen. It worked, dwarf, and it looked like a little bit like a waterfall. That's lovely. I'm impressed. What? I can't hear you, my lad. My ears are ringing. They've entered the valley. Do not let them pass. Lols. Well done, developers. That did actually make me laugh out loud. 10 out of 10. Oh, you're not making it yet tonight, are you? Well done. Good for you, mine. You're still making your Disciples 2 custom sagas. Fantastic. Well then, we got ourselves a couple of Imperial Assassins. Hierophant, Holy Avenger. So these guys are fine. They're going up against Slot Summoner. He's got massive pecs who can take all that damage. And it's mainly these Imperial Assassins which I'm slightly concerned about. So I feel a gust coming on. Excellent. And then hopefully our Marauder should be able to take care of those. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to have a little interlude here and look at the Defender of Faith, because it is possibly my favourite Empire unit. Huge initiative of 70, so quicker than any of the well, the majority of archer units. Nice amount of HP and also 30 armour. I just wanted to show you him because he's fantastic. You are defending. You're also going to get poisoned, which is a bit sad. Ah, excellent. We do get to go before this Imperial Assassin, so no one else is going to get poisoned yet. Tempted to take down the Hierophant. Of course, our mage is going to do 68 damage, so he's potentially going to kill these two, but do we want to make sure that one of them is going down? No. I'm going to take a chance. These guys are a little bit like the Marauders. They attack twice, doing 75 damage each time. It's not adding up to much, but they are fairly scary once they've got a few extra levels. Must one be a developer to make custom sagas for disciples, or is there a program there's a very, very... I'm not going to say... Well, okay. Maybe very, very is a bit overreacting, but there is an intuitive scenario editor that comes with Disciples 2. It should be within your some sort of installation directory somewhere. It's just called Scenario Editor, I think. If you have it installed, if you just do the usual Windows search and then search for Scenario Editor, that should hopefully bring it up. That's fine, Chris. Mine puzzles many people. Don't worry about it. If you're interested in seeing what mine has done in terms of custom sagas, I will be playing through one. Not a saga, should I say, but a scenario which mine put together. Which proves to be fun. I have it already in my custom mission directory. 468 experience, this is nice. I mean, I've never used it myself, Doom. I've had a quick fanny around with it just because, oh, this looks great, and you know, and all that, and it looked fairly intuitive. You basically, it's like a nice GUI that you use to landscape and place units, and it seems to have a fairly intuitive triggering system in place where you just kind of like drag an area to say, I want anyone entering this area to trigger an event, and the event is this, and then it's going to spark this dialogue, etc. So by all means, check it out. I think I could probably put together something if I had the time. Ooh. All the Imperial Assassins. How can we see these? Oh, they're not actually Empire. They're Emery's Defenders. Ah, they're not controlled by the Empire. Right. I think we can kill these guys without actually any further spells or out like that. So let's have some Swift. See what we can do. Wanted to be an RPG. Interesting. Like Mario RPG. I do have a soft spot for RPGs. I grew up with a lot of them. Some of my favourite games. Alright, what we're up against here. Imperial Elites are just level 1. Wizard is level 1. Everything's level 1 apart from this cheeky chappy. It is level 17. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 17. Thank you very much. 175 damage, so you're definitely defending. How much damage he's actually going to do, I don't know. Quite like to kill the prophetesses, because they're going to do 70 healing to all units per heal. Well, that didn't go well. I think we can still kill one if both the Marauder and the Mage hits. How much is he going to do? 27. That's quite a lot, considering it's Summoner with 70 defense and he is defending. Alright, that's not bad. Sadly, yeah, all that damage gets healed, but we get to heal the majority of our damage as well. So it does work both ways. Prophetess really needs to go down now. Mage potentially does need to go down as well. Yeah, I'd be very surprised if the scenario editor for Disciples works perfectly, let's just say. You want the game to allow the player to pick their texture on the game? That sounds ruddy mysterious. Right, I think we're good. Let's get rid of you. I said let's get rid of you. Thank you. minimal damage from these two, and full heals at the end makes me a happy bunny. I don't know how we're going to do against these Imperial Assassins, because of course they don't focus in on one unit. They will focus in on getting as many units poisoned as possible. On the plus side, they do all appear to be hopefully level 1. So we have the mana to do so. Let's Swift Slot Summoner and have a wee cheeky gust. And I think we are good. So even if the Imperial Assassins do poison Slut Summoner then go after someone else, it shouldn't be enough to kill them, because all of our backliners can take a hit from the Imperial Assassins without dying, when you also consider the poison as well, so that's okay. But we were exceedingly lucky because the Marauder got to go first. I'm not entirely sure if that is luck, to be honest. He might have higher initiative than the Imperial Assassins anyway. They have 60, he's got 60. Alright, fair enough. So it was lucky. Hooray for us. It's another level 17 warrior leader. So we need to reduce the amount of damage from the front line. Let's get rid of these Holy Avengers. You want modding as part of the game? Is that what you're trying to say, Mine? You want it to be integral to the game? Or already incorporated? It's kind of what it sounds like. Do you want it to be an actual game mechanic? Another 360 XP. Are these rod planters or are they angels? They are angels. That's no problem at all. And that's the same. So these guys are nothing to worry about. Yeah. We're going to bring you back, I think, because you've served your purpose. You've blown up the Trump wall. Alright, we'll retake the city just so Dank Lady has somewhere to peddle her wares or whatever she does. Oh, of course, we've got the city defense, aren't we? It's minus 15. I'm just going to do an instant resolve. That's fine. Oh, we need to blow up another Trump wall. Oh, great. I'm going to get her to hang back here. Do you think these guys are going to move?
I am here.
We'll find out. You want modding too, and also it being kind of integral to the game. And it being an RPG. Sounds interesting. Do keep us appraised. Have you always wanted... Sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles right in the microphone. That's awful, I do apologise. Have you always wanted to make your own game, Mine? Too soon to be making jokes about Trump walls. Why? Nothing is off limits. The wall is already there, and there was definitely 1.5 million people at the inauguration. Everyone knows that. It's just fact. Right. I think these guys are fine. Do these use weapons? Yes, it's weapon damage. Ooh, the level 3. Prophetess and Hierophant. Seriously? You really need that much heals going on the back line? Alright, I guess those guys are going down first then. Prophetess is definitely first. These are the area of effect healers. Prophetesses. Hierophant is just a single target healer. Can bring people back from lives. Can bring people back from the dead to life. That's what I'm desperately trying to say. So that might be a thing. You might just bring a prophetess back, and then the prophetess might heal. I don't know. Can she just... no. Alright, so it's not instant heals from her. Or maybe it is. No, it isn't. Good. And she comes back with half health, which is interesting, because then you can just kill them, both of these, with the mage again. Happened to be Unity CryEngine Professional. Chris, you kept that quiet. Oh, by the way, one doesn't like to blow one's own trumpet. Wow, that's amazing. Nice one, Chris. I'll remember that for my own plans. $602 XP. Thank you very much. Oh, that's very kind of you, Chris. Not familiar enough with Twitch. I can't remember how to do it. I can't remember the last time I sent someone a private message, I'll be honest. You can start. You can open your own little group, can't you? Can you create a new chat room? Yeah. You press on the little lines at the top left. There's a different. Oh no, you can't have a private chat room. I'm sorry. I'm talking up my ass. Ignore me. I'll just press a button that says start stream and then start talking bollocks into a microphone. Don't pay any attention to me, please. I'm happy for the Hierophant just to waste his turn again, and oh god. Yep, the missing happens. Well, he's going to kind of waste his turn on resurrecting the prophetess, probably. Not before she heals everyone. Kind of got confused because in Disciples 3 I believe the angels' source of attack changes to air, I think. But then again they also attack with lightning, so that's kind of what you'd expect. Also the angels just look far more badass in this version of Disciples. Having said that, it does look like someone's just carved a face into a mountain. This being the side of the mountain. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Sorry, it just looks like a face popping out of a mountain. You're welcome. So much more professional than yours. I don't have sponsors. Don't see me with sponsors. 3 sponsors. People willing to invest their money into the stream. Oh, thank you very much. That's super pro. American is also where they allow guns and so on. Yeah, and strangely enough, gun crime is a thing in America. Strange that, isn't it? That's 81 damage for the Marauder now. Ridiculously strong. Field Church. Okay. It's different to a normal church. How? Let's get the thief along to investigate. Oh man, I can see a face in the mountain. I am so wasted. Oh shit. Defcon 1, we've got scariness happening. Arclichers. Dank Lady, with your boobs of steel, evacuate that area please. Grizzlespit, you're not going back because we need you for trumping number 2. We're very grateful for our sponsors, that is true. Yes. So we should be. I was especially humbled to see that you'd been sponsored by Dr. Peeper. That was nice. I should take him out. What for? A candlelit dinner or something? Seduce the Arclichers? Get them drunk? I like this. I like this strategy. Wasn't there 2 giant spiders in that ruin? He may be weakened. I can't deal with 2 Arclichers. That's 90 damage to all units from each Arclich, so that's 180 damage to all units in one turn. But with the trump number 2, once it's down, hell will break loose. Oh, great. With high level units, were those units not high level enough? What's a trump wall? It was this wall here that we blew up with Dragon Spunk or something like that. Some rather convoluted thing that meant that we had to go on quest and kill dragons. That should go rather well. Thank you very much. Yes, it was built by the Empire to keep the Mexicans, elves, out of Trumpland. Is this guy damaged? Oh no! Our spy has been found. Christ, we've almost got 6,000 gold. Swift it, bitch. Oh. He's me hoping, oh, he's just defeated 2 giant spiders. He must be exhausted. But no. Damage, he has none. Good lord. That's at least a level, what, 15 Imperial Assassin? That makes me want to gust. I'll say that much. Might gust twice, actually. That would kill almost everyone apart from the Imperial Assassin, I think. On the plus side, I think the Imperial Assassin will probably go for Slut Summoner, who can take it. He's got buns of steel, that man. He can take a good rogering from behind from the Imperial Assassin. How much? Oh, shit. That's suboptimal. Right. Let's get rid of you. We need the Doc to do his thing and kill all of the back line. Thank God. I really just wanted him to kill the Prophetess so they didn't get healing. She did. Because he was doing 95 damage from the poison. Which is just mental. Kill the Paladins because they do the most damage. Left with... Oh. an Imperial Knight which goes after the Theurgist because those numbers add up, don't they? 127 XP. We've got absolutely shit tons of life potions, so let's make use of those. Not so many potions to heal, so I'm going to use that anyway. And it's literally Attack on Titan time. Wow. Okay. Whatever that's all about. What do we have spell-wise here? Poison has no damage cap. Yeah, it's crazy when the poison is actually doing more damage than the weapon did originally at level 1. High level Imperial Assassin, you know what? I think I'm happy to be dead in game. Was it level 15? I don't think I actually looked. So we've got Kronos, reduces by 15% the initiative of target units. I don't think we actually have the Infernal Mana to do that, so I'm going to pass. Ice Pillar is just direct damage. I'm not hugely bothered, as is Blizzard, so you can go shove those spells up your ass. Thank you very much. As for the Lady of Dank, I don't know. Let's just squirrel her away down here, I think. I'm going to see what's in a field church. First of all, I want to know what the bloody hell a field church is, and then we'll find out what's inside. Could it be something to do with the Inquisition, perhaps? Well, it's certainly not very threatening. Only damage is going to come from the front line, and that's to adjacent units, which is Slut Summoner. So I think that's good. We might get something nice from it. I'm not keeping my hopes up. This whole campaign doesn't seem to be very big on the ruin loot, shall we say. You've got to work very hard to get any kind of decent stuff, banner or artifact wise. I think we've got space for another artifact now that I've said it, so that would be nice, which means that's not going to happen, because then something that I want to happen would actually happen. I'm not bitter. That sound. It sounds like they're pounding a pile of meat, which I suppose is what Slut Summoner is at his age. The game seems almost too aware of what makes the Empire OP. Yes. Spanish Inquisition. No complainte, senor. Haha! Double Spanish Inquisition and double level up. Sundancer is up to 68 heals, 72 damage from our mage, which is lovely. Do we get anything decent though? We get 100 gold for, for killing 3 Grand Inquisitors. And a Banner of Might increases by 15% the damage inflicted by all units in the party. We're attacking Tertius now. Is this really Galleon's will? Yes? I'm going to stick with the Banner of Fortitude. Thank you very much, but no thanks. Not much else happening in the rest of the map. But then again, this is typical of Disciples. You kind of, if you're going at your own pace, you tend to just smash everything else, and then all of a sudden it's run out of things to do, really, apart from the main quest. Yes, armor is absurdly useful in this game. Christ, what level is he? 16. Oh, it's only 240 damage. Oh, and the Lich is Arch Lich is a level 6, by the way. So that's 99 damage to all units every turn. from both of them. So let's run away. You know what the worst thing she could have done is trust me. Oh, what do you trust me for? That was just a silly thing to do. I really don't like barbarians. No one likes barbarians, really, do they? Right. Time for attack on Titan. There's probably going to be a lot of damage coming from these guys. Ladies, sorry. Because apparently that's a lady. What we got? 2 level 10s doing 114 and a level 18 which is doing 138. It's not that bad actually. I've blown it out of all proportion as usual. I've not even played the original any Binding of Isaac game, mine. To me, it just looks like one big Zelda dungeon. That's what it reminds me of. Not that that's a bad thing, of course. I'm quite bad at fast reaction type games. I tend to panic quite a lot. And I just freeze up and I just go, I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to sit here and not do anything. And then, of course, it all goes a bit pear-shaped. So it's not because I don't. It's not because it looks bad or anything. I don't like it. It's just I'll probably be horrendous at it. I should have trusted the undead. Well, that was a first mistake. Necro. Hang on. Necro flick. Necro flick. Necro plick. I don't know what you're getting at mine. Binding of Isaac was your first game on Steam. Ooh. Now there's a question. What was everyone's first game on Steam? God, I can't remember. There should be a way of finding out. Surely. I'm trying to think what my first game on Steam is. It wasn't Disciples, put it that way. Yes, I'm going to do this again, I'm sorry. It was Call of Duty. Chris, really. I'll let you off. Fetish of loving the dead. There you go, yeah, necrophilia. Necrophilia doesn't mean just trusting the undead. It means you want to have you want to masturbate after them whilst at work, if you're English, apparently. You've yet to buy something on Steam. Wow. What do you play, Doom? Do you just avoid anything that requires activation on Steam? Some of us have had Steam since the first game on Steam was released. Oh, here he goes. Blowing his sexual bugle across the lands. Saying, look at me, I'm so brilliant. Heroes of Might and Magic was your first... The original Heroes of Might and Magic? Is that on Steam? Or was that your very first game, not just on Steam? That's not a bad game to start with, I'll say that much, mine. First Steam game that you bought through Steam was... You want to say FTL? Well, everyone wants to say FTL. Because it's such a fantastically brilliant game. I wish FTL took my Steam virginity. Now, how's that for a quote? Such a good game. Dr. Morgan in the sexual bugle. Indeed. Followed by Dr. Blasky and his handsome bad I can't even say it. I wanted to say handsome bagpipes, but something seems a bit wrong. Something seems a bit off with that. I do apologise. Good night, Chris. Yes, get out while you can, I think is the words that spring to mind. As soon as I said the word sexual bugle, you thought, right, I've had enough. I'm out. You bought Disciples 2 online, so you actually have the discs for it. I did originally have the discs for Disciples 2. I think I know I say this all the time, but I think I bought it around about 3 times. Same with Disciples 3 actually, because I bought being a tit. I bought Renaissance, Reincarnation, and then Renaissance, Resurrection, then Reincarnation. Essentially buying the same game twice. Because I'm such a fool for Disciples. Is everyone alright where they are? I'm assuming so, yes. Steam, I might get the Disciples expansions in Disciples 3 Reincarnation. I believe that's the best one. Yes, definitely get Reincarnation for Disciples 3. Don't even bother with the other 2. Reincarnation gives you the first 2 plus bug fixes, which is the main thing, and actual gameplay mechanics, which kind of mirror the way Disciples used to be. Thieves are more thief-like, and they do some tweaking with the leveling up of the units to make it more fair, because I don't know about you, but when I was playing through Renaissance and Reincarnation and Resurrection, the units just seemed to take absolutely forever to level up, to the point where I was playing through a normal game, just playing through as you do normally, grinding away, killing all the enemies as you would normally, get to the boss, and I've still only got tier 2 or 3 units. And I'm having to go to the unit trainer to buy extra experience for these. I think it was for the undead dragons, because they just took so long to level up, which I thought was just absolute horseshit. Handsome bagpipes. Wow, I got the short straw. I'm not talking about the instrument, Blasky. Got Disciples 2 on Steam a long time ago. It was on sale for like $1, all expansions. Yep. Oh, I hear you, Beryl. I think I got mine from GOG for about the same. And then I bought Disciples 2 for Blasky for his birthday, and it was about £1. Now you know. Oops, did I say that out loud? You never knew Disciples had a third coming? No more rod planters, yes. There were rod. It's not so much rod planters, it's kind of rod nodes and node guardians, things like that.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Are you off mine? Here you are. Have a very good evening. Thanks for dropping by as always. You wanted to bring dwarves back with an expansion for D3. They were definitely working on it, because there's a lot of concept art floating around on the interwebs, which looks absolutely fantastic, should I say. And of course you do also have some dwarven neutral units in Disciples 3 as well. Sorry if I'm just sat here talking constantly. Let's get some action on the go. Ooh, we've got elf lords. This is a very fabulous part of the map, I've got to say. Do I talk to these lovely little gentlemen? I'm going to save it just in case. Fabulords. I did spend hundreds of pounds on you. Did you not get the other games? I sent them by Royal Mail. Might not have got there. I do apologise. Ah, the Noble Elves. Mine, you can't tear yourself away from Disciples. You'll never leave. Come back. You can't escape. No. No talkies. We've got to go all the way around here. We've not killed any elves yet, so there should still be chums with us. Haha! Ormel! From the Queen, perhaps you have something that will prove it. Bring it to us. I have! Is this the shield pendant? Do you want me to get naked? Is that what you want? I've got a tattoo of the Queen in between my nipples. Is that what you want to see? Oh, there we go. Ah, yes, so you are the ones that have been here about... I do apologise, I'll start that again. So you are the ones that we've been hearing about. How can we deny the call of Galleon? We have been waiting for a chance to reclaim temperance for a very long time. Oh yes, oh yes. Oh, we've got Mick Hucknall. Excellent. I am a simple leader of a small tribe. I think these will be much better use with one of you. May they bring you as much luck as they have for me. Oh, that's shit. Oh, it's not shit. It's fantastic, but we can't use it because our leader doesn't do damage. The initiative boost doesn't really help either, sadly. Stuff of travelling, blah. Well, there we go. We've got ourselves what? A very nice army here in the form of a Skylord, a couple of Centaur chargers, and a couple of Archons. What else did we get? We've got Rugger, which is a Centaur charger, another Theurgist, a couple of Skylords, marvellous, and we've got Mick Hucknall, a couple of Icy Chums, and Centaur chargers. Well, ain't they a sight for sore eyes? Oh, the pastries. I miss our pastry parties. I only bought them so I had a chance to eat them, Bask. That was a sweet ring. I'm assuming you're talking about the one that appeared on screen as well. Anyway, before I get any worse, I think this is about as good a time as any for me to wrap things up here. I'm going to trial a different schedule whereby I'm going to be streaming on Sundays and Wednesdays. So it's going to be 2 streams a week until I get Disciples and Fire Emblem done and out the way, and then we'll reassess the situation and find out what's happening. Maybe we're with a view to wrap this up in the next stream on Wednesday. Who can say? I'll certainly try to. I know I say this every single time, but I'm always one for trying. Anyway, it's a fantastically good ring, Doom. I'm trying to think if there's anything else better. The likes of the artifact which allows your leader to stun units is very good if you've got a mage leader, because then he can stun entire parties, of course. So it is kind of situational. The extra initiative from the ring, of course, is bloody brilliant. Anyway, I'm babbling again. I want to thank you very much for joining me this evening. It's been lovely to see you all. It's been a pleasure, as always. I do hope to see you again on Wednesday. I will definitely be there because I'm back into the swing of things. I'm fully out of Christmas mode now. So let's pick this back up on Wednesday. Thank you again for joining me, and have a lovely evening. I'll see you in a couple of days' time. Bye-bye for now.